All right, guys, this should be a fun one. This is going to be a video called My Top 25 Cards of 2025, and it's kind of a look back through my collection and my favorite cards I've collected in the last few years. So we're going to start with 25, and that's going to be a Joe Burrow rookie card. I strongly believe in Joe Burrow. I think he has had some injury concerns, but I still think he's going to end up as being one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play in the NFL. He's an Ohio guy, kind of has a fun personality, just seems like a likable dude. So I collect a few of Joe's cards. Seems like a cool dude, and even though he's in our division, I want the Browns to beat the hell out of him when we play him. But overall, rooting for Joe Burrow. And let's put that over there. Anthony Edwards. Ant-Man has a fun, charismatic personality, and he's incredible to watch. His dunking, he's already on a trajectory to be, one of the best dunkers of all time and most fun players to ever watch. And he did advance the T-Wolves really deep in the playoffs, much further than expected. I think they made the Western Conference Finals. So definitely has overachieved. I think his stats are a little down this year, but overall, I believe in Ant-Man to have a really good career. And hopefully he can just mature a little bit and continue to have a really great career. So that's 24. 23 is Vince Carter. The best dunker in NBA history, in my opinion, is Vince Carter. He also was incredibly clutch when he needed to make like a big three late in a game. He definitely had that it factor that he always made the big basket. So he was an electrifying player at the time. I remember him dunking over 7'2" Frederick Weiss in the Olympic game. Incredible moment in basketball history. That was kind of crazy. So always fun to watch Vince, who is cousins with Trace McGrady, actually. So we have Peyton Manning at, I believe this is 22. And love Peyton, likable guy. What do you have, 50 touchdowns in one season? He has two Super Bowl wins, right? One with the Colts, one with the Broncos. Always enjoyed his commercials. Just seems like a cool dude. Love Peyton. This is an on-card autograph. This is his, I believe, a third-year card. We got an MJ. Kind of trying to line the card up in the side of my phone here. Got an MJ. I just like this card because it is my oldest MJ card in my collection, 1988. I'd like to eventually add an 87 Fleer and then an 86 the Grail. So one day I will have one. It's going to be a little while, though. They're quite expensive. But just a cool card in my collection, an 88 Fleer. What's this, 21, I think? Cousins of Vince Carter, we have T-Mac, who is one of my top 5 favorite NBA players of all time. T-Mac was super underrated still, I believe. He had just some of the most incredible scoring streaks in NBA history with all of his 40-point games, huge clutch baskets down the stretch of games. He scored, 13 points in, was it 1 minute? I think it was faster than that. It was insane. Just a super fun player to watch. Always loved T-Mac. Seems like a likable, good guy too. So I like that he signed it just T-Mac, his nickname here. And this is an on-card auto. And this is a 5th year, I believe, T-Mac card. I love him in the Magic jersey because the Magic have always been one of my favorite teams. Here's number 20. Two of the GOATs guarding each other. So we got LeBron playing defense on Kobe. They usually only meet like a couple times a year, which is kind of unfortunate. I wish they would have it played each other more in their careers. And the 1 year LeBron advanced to the championship, Kobe's Lakers didn't make it. And then the couple of years the Lakers made the championship, LeBron's Cavs didn't make it. So unfortunately, they never faced each other in a NBA Finals. I would have loved to see that. But I just love this photo of them defending each other. So that's number 20, I believe. Similar vein of a card. I love this card. It's called the Jordan Files. And it's an Upper Deck MJ Living Legend, and Kobe's getting defended by the GOAT, Michael Jordan. I think this is just a great photograph. The photographer I'm a professional photographer, so the photographer just kept this photo really simple and just decided to get a flat out, that's actually probably originally like a horizontal shot that they cropped in on. It could be a vertical. It's probably shot around 300 millimeters, and the photographer just got a great action shot of two of the legends of the game in this. So great job on this photographer's part to get one of the greatest shots of two of the best to ever play the game. I love a good story behind the card. It makes the card much more interesting. So unfortunately, I'm a Browns fan. It's been rough on us recently, but I picked up a Jim Brown autograph at the Cleveland Sports Card Convention, which I highly recommend you going to. It is a lot of fun to attend, and tickets are only like $20, I think, to get in usually. So many vendors selling sports cards at the convention, like highly recommend it. It's so much fun. So I ended up getting a lot of autographs there too from some of the the best ever play the game. I found this at a card dealer's table. It was, I think, $250 for the Jim Brown on-card autograph, and then I authenticated this through PSA. And I just think this is an amazing photograph of Jim Brown in his Browns colors, or colorized photo. Just a beautiful shot. So this is a 2001 Upper Deck Legends Jim Brown card, signed by Jim on card. PSA 10 of NBA Finals Michael Jordan. The key to this card, guys, look at the passion and the love for the game in his face. You can tell this just means so much to him. This is 1991. So this was just, okay, all it says is great moments from the NBA Finals. Led the league in scoring for the 5th straight season, was named to the NBA All-Star team for the 7th straight year. He had never played for an NBA championship team. The 91 NBA Finals changed all that. So he got the MVP. And you can just see the love and happiness in his face. I think this is an amazing photo. One of the best shots in NBA history, in my opinion. Photographs, that is, of the GOAT to ever play the game. I just love this card. It just tells a story of his love for the game of basketball and what it means to win. We have Shaq. This is a Shaq rookie beam team. I picked this up at the Card National Collector Show too, and I saw a dealer have this card. I think he had it listed at like $500, and I think I said, "Can you do $450, man?" And he was like, "Sure." So I got this card for $450, and I love this pose of Shaq on an iconic insert. This insert is his rookie year, 92-93, and this is a Shaq on-card autograph, Gem Mint 10. I have no idea what frickin' number we're even on, 18 or something like that. Jerry Rice, the GOAT of wide receivers, the best wide receiver to ever play the game. I don't think it's even close. I went to the card convention show and got an in-person on-card auto from Jerry Rice. Super, super cool guy. Was chatting up all the people waiting in line to get autographs or get a picture, whatever. I didn't get a picture with him, but I took a picture, like a pretty good photo with my iPhone. Maybe I'll remember to take a photo of it and attach it to this video. And I go up to Jerry to get my rookie card of his here autographed in front of me. And I go, "Jerry, you the GOAT, man?" And he goes, "No, man, you're the GOAT." And he shook my hand and was like super genuine about it. Like, it's just a small example of how you should just treat people with kindness. It's not that hard. Jerry didn't have to say that. It's kind of a silly thing, but it's a little gesture like that makes Jerry Rice a good person. You can just tell he's a good guy, and he deserves it. He deserves to be the greatest of all time. So good for Jerry Rice. Barry Sanders, similar type guy, humble, works hard, was electrifying to watch on the field. This is his rookie card. I got this signed in person from Barry. I thought this was kind of cool. His son was getting involved with the autograph process. So his son was like taking selfies with fans and taking photos of the fans with Barry next to him for free, like no extra charge. Like Barry was kind enough to pose with the fans. Many of the players were actually charging fans to get a picture, which I think is silly. I'm not going to pay for a picture, to be honest. But Barry let us take a free photo on our phone. That's cool. So I got this rookie card of his signed in person by Barry, just a super nice, humble guy. I said, "Man, you were super fun to watch in the field and appreciate what you've done for the game." Similar type player, Nick Chubb, my favorite Brown of all time. I think him and Joe Thomas are about tied as my favorite Browns of all time. I live in Cleveland, so it's obviously Cleveland skewed, but Nick Chubb, prototype professional player, just averages 5.3 yards a carry or something insane. It's one of the best in NFL history, and just a humble, hardworking player that unfortunately just has injury concerns now, and it sucks. His career is probably going to get cut short because of that, unfortunately. But we appreciate Nick Chubb for what he's done for the Browns, and we hope he comes back strong. LeBron James rookie card. I pulled this card as a kid. I was probably 14 years old, and I pulled this out of a pack. I think it was for Christmas, actually, thinking back on it. And this card symbolizes to me the changing of a guard in Cavs franchise history. I'm a Cavs fan. When the Cavs won the lottery, I was with a bunch of friends, and us celebrating LeBron and the Cavs getting the number 1 overall pick to draft a player from Akron, Ohio, which is only about 40 minutes away from me. I actually saw him play in high school. He put up 53 points against my alma mater, Menor High, who always had a good basketball team. LeBron put up 53. So I watched him his senior year in high school. It was just crazy to watch. And that was right after Hummergate. So I was like kind of skeptical of who he was as a player. And then I watched 5 minutes of the game, and I was like, yep, this guy's going to be one of the best to ever play the game. And he's lived up to and exceeded the hype. These cards are going to kind of go together. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, their friendship/rivalry was probably the best thing to ever happen to the game of basketball and professional sports in the NBA. There is the racial side of this, obviously, which makes kind of the story a bit interesting, just because Larry's from like the backwoods of frickin' Indiana. Magic Johnson is from, was it Flint, Michigan? Michigan. Like both like blue collar type guys, just different parts of the world. So he's like a country boy. He's like from the city, and they both are like vying for like the number 1 spot to be drafted. If my memory serves me, I could be a little off in this, but so they had like this rivalry in college, and they were going back and forth in the championship games, and like they just kept beating on each other, and then they both got drafted at around the same time. So their careers start, and they're comparing to each other constantly. They look at the newspapers and compare each other's stats. So, and then they play each other in the finals multiple times, and then their friendship just grew through the years, more so even after they were retired, because they were like rivals on the court. But watch the documentary, I believe it's called Showtime on HBO. Incredible, about Magic. And then there's a movie about Magic and Larry, which is highly recommend, worth watching that. I pulled this card as a kid, so there's a big nostalgia factor for this card with me. At the time in 97, this card was worth $50, I believe, that I checked my Beckett monthly magazine that I would like occasionally buy from the sports card store. And I graded this card 2 years ago when I started recollecting, and I believe it's worth around $400 to $600 now. Honestly, I haven't looked it up in many years, but I know it keeps going up. I think it's closer to $600 now. I think it started at $400 and it's gone up to around $600. And I love the design of this insert. It was pretty hard pull, so that was cool to actually get like a valuable card from my childhood that I saved through all these years. Allen Iverson, the answer. What are my top 3 favorite players of all time? Him, Penny, and LeBron are my favorite top NBA players of all time. And the answer was just tough on the court. He was only about 6'2", maybe 170 pounds, just tiny compared to the giants of the NBA. And this dude just played with so much heart and soul, and kind of established a new culture in the NBA a bit too. So likable player, worked hard, never complained, just played the game and hustled. And I always I wanted to score the ball like Allen Iverson. I love his game. He's so fun to watch. Allen Iverson rookie card, on-card autograph. I sent this into Powers Sports Memorabilia for a private autograph signing, and I decided to get this in a white paint pen. I think it really stands out on this Topps Chrome rookie card of Allen, and I just think it's a really interesting card. So, love that card. Kyrie Irving, where are we at? We at like 5 right now. Made the biggest shot in NBA history for the Cavs. And I'm a huge Cavs fan, obviously. I'm in Cleveland. I live about 10 minutes from the stadium or the arena. And I was watching Game 7 downtown with my friends, and we kept going in and out of bars. Every bar was packed to the brim. There was not enough bars to hold all the people that wanted to watch the game. It was an away game in Golden State because they had the home court. And when Kyrie hit the shot, I realized that the Cavs were most likely to win the championship. We just needed to get one stop, and I was pretty confident in our defense at that point of the game because it was actually a pretty low-scoring game. I believe the final score was 89-85, which is insane. Or was it 93? 88? I forget. But yeah, we only won by a few points. And when Kyrie hit that shot right over Steph, right in his face, sidestep clutch, just silenced the crowd. And Kyrie has that clutch it factor, probably the best dribbler in NBA history. I wish he didn't leave my Cavs, but he has matured quite a bit since then at least. So I'm still kind of rooting for Kyrie. Huge card. One of the biggest in my collection here is a Caitlin Clark on-card autograph. There's only 99 of these. And I love this card because it shows her scoring record number right here. She broke the NCAA women's all-time scoring record. That's quite an accomplishment. I believe she has the overall NCAA record, both men's and women's, I'm pretty sure now. She was Rookie of the Year for Indiana Fever in the WNBA. She's living up to the hype. She's a likable personality. I'm really rooting for Caitlin. My first favorite NBA player, Penny Hardaway. This is his rookie, and it's a refractor. And I signed this, I got this card signed through Power Sports Memorabilia, which I highly recommend that business. So this is Penny's best rookie card by far. And look at this refractor shine. This is insane. It's a beautiful card. And this is a 10 on the autograph. 1993, so it's his rookie card. All right, we can kind of put these together almost, but this is like 2 and this is 1. LeBron, the hometown kid from Akron, 40 minutes down the road from Cleveland, leaves the Cavs, breaking all of our hearts for a few years there. He comes back, kind of redeems himself because he wants to really win a championship for Cleveland. And as part of his redemption story, they win in Game 7 against the NBA best regular season team of all time, the Golden State Warriors. We came back from 3-1 because this motherfucker has the heart of a goddamn champion and refused to let our team lose. This guy is freaking insane. Him and MJ are the goats of basketball. I'm still, conflicted who I want to say in my head, but one day I'll come to the realization. We'll see. So thanks for watching, guys. As an aside, I'll do a bonus card. Terry Francona, one of the Guardians/Indians' best managers of all time. What a likable guy. I just keep hearing good stories about him around town. And I just think this is an excellent photo by this photographer to get this waving goodbye shot. So what a great decisive moment this photographer got here. And this is an on-card auto PSA 10 on the autograph. So thanks for watching, guys. Also, this is a super random and aside, but this stain, I just bought this beautiful cabinet from my friend Dan. Support All Things For You in Tremont in Cleveland. What a great store. And it's a beautiful cabinet. There is a stain on it, though. Does anybody know about woodworking? Give me some pro tips here. But thanks for watching this video, guys. And I'll also do a random drawing with this video if you made it this far. If you say something in the comments, just list your favorite player in the comments, and I'll do a random drawing of names. And if you win the drawing, I'll send you a free card of that NBA player or NFL player. Thanks for watching the video, guys.